مردم خوب، مردم شریف، کسایی که جنگ نمیکنن، کسایی که چیغ نمیزنن، کسایی که نزدیک شیشای ما از گوشم نکشید. چی میگن؟ شش ما، شیشای ما، همین ششای ما از گپ زدن ایران بانی. So I had an episode tantrum. I mean, obviously 100% is true. We're not lying. We're not gonna say it's a lie. But let's say we could have prevented being in the situation. But somebody wanted us to be going into a situation. God forbid, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. So I'd like to take a moment. I've just had my coffee. You guys, look at this cup. Oh my god. Hold on, this is the wrong way. This is the right way. It's got a little tiger on the cuppy. When will you all be here? I am suffering. He is crazy. Alright, it's okay. So me and Broski I had a tantrum. Usually Broski is the punching bag, but today almost, just almost, I could have cracked him. And he looked like he was gonna say something after he touched my umbrella and purses. And I purposely put my umbrella and purses on the purple umbrella because I'm going through the umbrella anxiety, purple anxiety, everything purple. Where is the lady that's like everything purple, purple, purple? Where is the lady, where is the hijabi who's like, you don't need to spend anything, just save money, you know? Like, there's a lot of people and energy who are missing in my life, and I'm not quite sure what I did, but it's like I disposed of them and I've welcomed other people, which is fine. If it benefits me, I will use you and get your help. But at the same time, like, if you think there are people who are not like competent, or they're stupid, or like they have mental health, and that's something that does not exist in your world or realm, there's a way of doing it, okay? Because my chest felt like it was going to come out of my ear. All right. I mean, I get it. It's part of the culture where I'm from. We're crazy. We're not normal. We're crazy. Like, if we're nice, we're so nice where you just want to come live with us forever. And then if we're not nice, we're so scary where you put us like you'd want to put us on a block list, like literally international, just in case you're on vacation and we're not that family that's like, oh, our hotel is right beside yours. And it's like, oh my God, Mike, we came to vacation to get away from our neighbor. They are gonna be our hotel neighbor. I can't do this. I can't do this. Not on vacation. So literally, that's what that feels like. So if you can go to like I don't know, Oxford University, St. Andrews University, Catherine and Williams University, if you could go to like the universities that Masood went, where the British people paid the money, I don't know, like all of you are getting paid by the British, right? The British pays everyone. You're all getting paid by the big Buckingham. One day I get to go there, and then I never get to come out. Thanks for ruining my life, Afghan people. Or if it's not Afghan people, but it's Afghan people, but it's not Afghan people, but it's me, but it's not me, but it's my Afghan people, but it's not my Afghan people, but it's some people. Y'all are driving me crazy. Crazy. So to keep myself and my sanity, this morning I turned on my Boha Beautiful meditation, the blonde chick who turned her back to the world and is just looking at the beach and is like, meditation and yoga, Pilates in the morning for 5 minutes at least, and 5 minutes at night. If I could just have 5 minutes of your time, please. That was a flop. The tantrum started, I don't know how. I didn't make my bed. I didn't fold my blanket. We had to rush. We didn't have an appointment, but we had a walk-in at the Zoom doctor office, and he has some thyroid situation. I'm not sure what it was about, but he got a little bit of medicine for it, even though all his TCH or THC, no, it has nothing to do with cannabis, on his thyroid is normal. For anybody who's single, the doctor, pharmacist, whatever he is, he's kind of a looker. So I mean, if you guys are single, I'd go line up and be like, hey, I need a doctor. Oh, sorry, you're a pharmacist. Can I talk to a pharmacist? I think something went in my eye. Can you come and blow it? Like I'm literally telling you, the opportunity is there for some of you who do not have a partner or common law or are in a 30-day challenge. Like my situation's complex, but I'm hoping for the lottery. Uncle Joe and Auntie Joe, who tried to save everybody's life, instead spend all your money on lottery. Just buy lottery and eat like whatever that lentils and rice. Guy said eat lentils and rice in treetop. Some Punjabi turban man. Yeah. Yeah, sorry for yelling at you and saying I'm gonna stab you in the eye. You love this woman. I'm sorry for saying I'm gonna stab you in the eye and chop you into pieces. And then anything else that has to do with violence. Because you know I'm not capable, right? It's alright. It's not alright. But it was said. But of course, our arguments are like, I don't know, 4.5 seconds, for 4 minutes and 5 seconds. And then, bye! Are you coming home at 1:30? Are you gonna eat you're gonna eat at IKEA? Okay, make sure you have a lot of good stuff, okay? Package? Throw it down the stairs so I can break their leg. Oh my god. Do not throw it down the stairs. And he throws it down the stairs. Well, looks like we've got a shopping haul. I do love shopping. All right, so we went to our walk-in and he had to check his thyroid because he's got like an ugly face. Literally, my face is ugly when I wake up in the morning, but like if I put some water, some makeup, then I'm okay. But his face is just ugly when he wakes up because the inflammation, his eyes, there's water coming out all day. He has rosacea. His nose has veins, red veins popping everywhere. Inside his white globe eye is all red, and then there's like a pimple, flat pimple building on his white eye on this side. So I'm not sure if he's ever been loved. I don't know how he keeps saying I'm so amazing, I am the best, and I'm just like, I'm not. Like, can you stop saying that? What's your problem? And so somehow he thinks I'm nice and amazing. And it's true, I am, but I also have like mild depression. My Facebook emoji with the Chinese girl with the hand in the mirror. This is how I feel. So regardless, we turned it around. We end up going to this place. It's like a doctor's office. I found so much information, like about nurses and like practitioners. Then on the third floor, they have psychotherapy and counseling. And the floor was so nice. I did a video. I'm gonna post it, but hey, you gotta be there to experience it. I love balconies. I love views. Downtown Alliston looks so beautiful. The people walking, the cars driving, the annoying guy with the exhaust trying to give me a heart attack. You know what I mean? Like, even I didn't want to stab him in the eye. I was just saying, hey, all these beautiful cars driving and the people, and it just looked like I felt alive in the balcony. And so that was really nice. We took selfies and we took a video just so we have proof to post it on the gram and Facebook for you guys to try this. You don't need to have, like, honestly, well-being health to talk to a counselor. You could have the most normal life. You still need to talk. You need to have a counselor. And if you have benefits that can pay for it, use it. And if you don't buy benefits, you spend $200 on food. Put that aside every month and literally have a counselor to talk about your feelings. It's going to change your life dramatically. Kendall has one, Kylie has one, Kim has one. Her mom has one, the dad has one, the whole family is successful, but they still have the opportunity to get stressed, miserable, sad, things go wrong, they're not allowed to tell us, they don't have time to tell us, it's just not enough hours in a day, right? And they all have counselors, they all have therapists, because sometimes even that life can be too much, and you just don't know who loves you and who loves you for your money, right? And who, like it's evident who your ride or die is from the beginning, right? But at the same time, it is overwhelming to be surrounded by so many people. And it's the same with locals. We're surrounded by so many people, but who really loves us? But if we all are not healthy people, of course we're not going to know how to love each other, respect each other, take care of each other. I don't know, give me free things whenever you see me. I'm supposed to be like a famous YouTuber by now, like literally stabbing people and, you know, not, oh God. Can we refrain, please? Thank you. Where's my hair clips? So yeah, so we went to this place and we left. He left a message for the counselor right away, so I could go talk to the counselor because I was gonna talk to Dr. Madi about like the psychic life and that it's too much, and I'd rather like just be like check my options because it's just not fair. The double game, the double life, it's not fair. It's exhausting, and I just don't get paid enough. I don't get paid at all to be this person. I only get paid for my work disability, and it's not enough. And for anybody who knows me and the things I need, the quality brands I need, food, etc., it's not enough, and I need to get back to work. So I'm aiming to work Monday to Friday at Scotiabank at that chair thingy, because if I stand too long, it's not good. I don't mind standing, sitting. I really don't care. It's good to move your body sometimes. Now, I used to be a CRR, which was the person at the front at the desk who helps with operating the branch, where the supervisor actually focuses being a supervisor, which is like scheduling, payroll, putting customers in the safety deposit box because that takes longer. So we don't need tellers to be doing that because then they're away from their wicket and then we have a lineup. So they're supposed to do all the things that would take long and anything on the teller line so the line speeds up. So if it's just like a post here and there, you can go and take their check, deposit it, and just like contract it. I don't know, contract. I don't know if you need to contract. I don't even think you need to contract it. You can just put that that's part of your little checks for the day that you were at a teller and you were stamp number 067. So I really would prefer to either be at the CRR desk, but if that's too traumatic, then maybe I should be a personal banker, have my own office, and just open accounts all day, and that's it. You come in, I open accounts. You come in, I'm the person that says, oh, you're a newcomer? Great. Then we have the new immigrant newcomer package again, just like 1999. It's amazing. The consistency, we're there from day one and on. It's like the Energizer Bunny working smart. You see that? It's yeah. Not all of you have that. All right. So I went to Scotiabank, changed my PIN number, and my Tangerine card I forgot to. Oh shoot! We were supposed to call Tangerine, and then, oh gosh, oh no, I think it's that same pin. Okay, forget about that. That's fine. That's for tomorrow when we have to go to what is it, Money Mart and Barry. Shout out to Barry. We will be coming, so make sure you have a red carpet or blue. I would prefer green because I come with peace. But for the rest of you who are traumatized, I apologize in advance for this traumatic life experience. Do not resort to alcohol or drugs or cannabis. I assure you, you will regret it. Anyways, going back to this building, so he got his appointment done. I got my tantrum relaxation done. Then there was this random old man sitting beside me, and he's like, "Where's that music coming from?" I'm like, "Oh, do you mean like the skull guy on the bike with the Michael Jackson song that said they don't really care about us? Do me, school me, da 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 do me, da da da. It's like a real video, right? It's like 30 seconds." And he's like, "Yeah, that one." I'm like, how about I turn it off so it doesn't bother you again? He's like, sure. So I just put the volume off. Literally, I was in like crap mode until like it detoxed out of me and I chillaxed. Thank God for my chocolate milk. I did pack a snack, so I had chocolate milk. I took my afternoon medication. We apologized and hugged after our tantrum. But I gotta say that after cursing him out in the Mill Pond doctor's Zoom office lobby, I could tell that, you know, when you do that thing with your lips? Hold on. It's like you just want to do or say something because it's like you don't have a right to talk to me like that. You know, I would do the same too, but he just doesn't do it. So he knows that I have issues when it comes to my health and that I don't mean to do that. And the fact that I had a tantrum had nothing to do with him, but it had something to do with me. But if you want to be professional, you don't take it out on me because I'm already taking it out on myself. My blood pressure was up the roof. My head and ears were out of my brain was squirting out of my ear. Like, so I'm already feeling the negativity for my own like tantrum and behavior. So the fact that he was trying to hold back, perhaps from stabbing me, I don't know, because he doesn't talk like that. I'm the movie junkie and Halloween junkie and Christmas movie junkie, like all the, I've seen too many damn movies. And then he's like, bring it home, bring it here, and I'm like, oh my god, like okay, fine, like I'm sorry, I don't want to stab you now. You know what I mean? So it was hilarious, and then we were fine. And then I was gonna buy him a cappuccino from Pink Fioni's, but then I'm like, it was 2:30, so I'm like, what if we're late? You have to be at work, right? So then we had to walk home, and I made some noodles, Mr. Noodles, with my Punjabi tarka, but I do need some salt. I don't know, or maybe achar. So I make my own. I don't use the packaging because it's just too bland. It's like eating white people food. Like Hungry Jackman. Yeah, yo, can you guys like upgrade? And so this is the noodle, but I make my sauce that I learned from my ex's mom, and she used to use the same sauce, which was like the garlic, the onion, the tomato, the oil, sesame oil, mustard oil, salt, spices. I mean, she's a woman. Let's not get jealous, right? She's a woman empowerment. The more positive you guys be, the more easy this is gonna happen. Go like, just stop it. Stop trying to make me stop talking about people. So I really like that idea where you just make the sauce and then the food, and then you just add the sauce onto the food, and it's ready. It's like the flavoring is ready. It's similar to the packaging that's in here, except it's not dry powder. It's like fresh. Okay, let's try to eat for a moment. Okay. Sorry, I had to put my spices, because it's just like, I like sweets when it's sweets. You know, if it's a cannoli, then obviously you don't need to add salt to a cannoli or spice to a cannoli. It's a dessert. But if it's like noodles and like food, I've never had sweet food other than this new situation with spicy and sweet sauces. That's not actually food, that's a sauce. I've never had salty and sweet food. Other than Chinese food, maybe they might have. Like sweet and sour. Still missing this. It's oily, but the salt is not there. So the place that we went, it was really nice, and I don't know what it is. It was raining. Raining is the most when it's not raining hard, when it's just sprinkling around. It's really really nice. So I'm kind of excited about that. And yeah, so that's what happened. I'm so tired, man. Hello, hello, say hi. Hi, hi. And then for the dude, say 67. Sierra Holder by 1073. Shane Bieber. I wonder if he's related to Justin Bieber. Shane Bieber? Are you related to Justin Bieber? He needs to move back to Canada. Come back to his wholesome town and go back to his wholesome, adorable self when he was a kid in a guitar singing in front of a staircase or something. That's why I don't like kids to grow up. I just want them this. I saw this Instagram of this mom and daughter, and they were doing that song with and she was so adorable. But it's like when they grow up, there's no need for them. Then they make their own life. I just need a baby that's gonna be a baby like 3 years old. Just stay to be at 3 years old. That may not sound normal for some of you, but having this traumatic experience, I just want them to be 3, and that's it. Alright, so I had my $1.89 for 6 mini blueberry scones. Honda is another place that I love. Their cafeteria is like IKEA. My second thing for 2025 is that for anyone in Alliston who hasn't been, and that's Alisten, spelled wrong, so you guys can do something wrong. Wrong. Stop doing everything right. All right. Oh, crazy personality for 2.5 seconds. So I wish we had an IKEA. if we had an IKEA and subway system. I know that in Bradford or somewhere in Bradford they added a line. I haven't been to Union Station. I haven't used the number 5, the links, the number 5 bus that goes to Bradford, GO train station, because I have nowhere to go. Right before it was a situation, so I needed the transportation to visit my dad at the nursing home before the nursing home and this nursing situation, and just being in that contaminated disease, blood sucking, disgusting air. That's not a Jewish nursing home. Like, literally, if you guys are not in a Jewish nursing home, just consider yourself, like, I'll give you guys 30 days. Unless you have like a daughter like me, who's mental and crazy and still wants to take care of her father. You know what I mean? Like, can you become selfish? And it's like, no. Somebody needs me. Oh my god, I love to help. I also actually found out that the library has a program called Friends. So I thought, oh, I can make friends in this neighborhood, but they're going to be civilized, they're going to be nice, they're going to have goals, they're going to have cars, they're going to have wallets, money. They're not going to be like a bunch of loafers. It's going to be people within my social elite status. People who work and stuff, and that that lifestyle that I had before with friends like that. So I can kind of also transition into that friend zone again. But then I found out it was volunteer work. So I'm like, hey, that's okay too, right? I can volunteer at the library, and when they have fundraising and stuff and programs and things, I could work in the library, but they're not gonna pay me because it's volunteer work. So I'm guessing they're gonna buy like free coffee, free snacks, go to Pink Fioni, and get those things because that's my favorite. So, and then maybe we could have that. Or if they want to go to the other bakery, they do have cheese scones and like other stuff that are good for you, and Portuguese tarts. Everybody loves Portuguese tarts. So what I'm trying to say is not to jump about food too much. I am a food galore. I love food, food dining. I've already been told by Broski here. I'm like, listen, Mr. Wolf, okay? You're telling me that you don't have your own restaurant? This is despicable. And then he's like, I know, I know. So when you have bills, it's hard to find money for dates and like stuff like that. So I said, I'll take you out. We'll go and have dinner at Williams. But no shade, no politics, no thyroid, no like me having this problem while I'm eating. No like lactose intolerant situation with the pasta. I just wanna, like a normal human being, go on a date for once in my life without worrying in the back of my head with so many thoughts and overthinking. And so that's the deal for tomorrow. And also we have upcoming bills that we have to pay for. So God help us all. If anybody understands or has the same situation and already everyone is worried, like, are we gonna have enough to buy groceries? No, we're not gonna have groceries. Sorry. And we have our fridge is broken. Our fridge. Carlitos, is that you, Jason? You dumb ass. There's a guy on Instagram and Facebook. He's this gay, bisexual. I'm not really sure, but he's an actor. He's not really gay. And he tries to be funny because he knows everybody loves gay people. So he tries to be gay and he acts the role. There's two funny things I saw the other day, but there's more than two. One was Jason wants to be with him, and Jason comes to the door and goes like this, and she's holding the baby, and so he goes, and he won't give the baby. He's like, I need the baby to relax. And he's like, no, I'm not giving this baby to you, Carlitos. You think you can just come here with Pampers and I'm just gonna give the baby to you? You know what I mean? So just because of the diapers, he brought the diapers. She asked for diapers, so he brought the diapers. The nice thing would have been for him to be like, yes, you can hold your child, right? So he can relax. Instead, he lost his cool and started kicking the recycling and garbage bin. Knocked the garbage bin and recycling bin out, and then he walks like a retard. Oh my god. Then when we were in the balcony at this Mill Pond place, I'll post the video on, I don't know, either on YouTube, or I don't know if I can post it here on YouTube, if it's just a straight out like an upload, but I will post it. And then I saw apartments right across the counseling office, and they had like Halloween decorations, and it said one room Jason, one room the Green Reaper. I'm like, oh my god, there's rooms available in downtown Alliston. What does it look inside? Are they on the MLS? Are you guys on MLS? Like the Safe Real Estate, Remax, Century 21, Royal LePage? Like, are you guys on MLS? Or is it just Kijiji? Because literally, like, these rooms were right across my doctor's office. I mean, can you try to give an excuse for missing your appointment? It's like, Venus, how did you miss your appointment? You're right across from our office. I mean, really? The receptionist is hilarious. Let's just say that. So yeah, literally for me, it's amazing to just go out. Even we went into the bed store. Remember when I went a year and a half ago and I was gonna buy a $2,000 king or queen mattress, but I wanted to finance. But then the finance situation with the I don't know what happened with the rating, and then it didn't happen. And I said, let me just save $2,000, and then I'll get a mattress. And then it never happened. So we went also into that store, and then again, I found a mattress, but it's not the same one, it's another one. It's still Beauty Rest, but it's so plush and soft. Like I lied down and I was like, oh. And she started laughing because yeah, that's kind of the expression we usually need to hear when somebody lies down on our beds. We I guess that's your bed. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I want this bed, and they have financing, so we're gonna see how that's gonna happen. And yeah, so we went in there, whether we get it or not. It's nice to just go window shopping because you get to talk to people that you haven't seen. This lady was a midget, she was short. I was looking for the tall blonde lady, but I didn't see her. So I'm hoping that she's there. Where is she? I don't know, but she was very helpful regarding product knowledge and information. And then going to their second partner store that had furniture and like decor. I was telling her how they had the England phone booth, the red one, and that I was supposed to buy it, but I didn't. And the big, like, I don't know why. I don't know if I didn't have money. I don't know if I was being stingy because I was probably gonna shop or eat McDonald's or buy Mary Brown's. And sometimes I bought from 3, 4 restaurants because of my cravings. And if I didn't, I would have a panic attack. And plus, I was starving. So I was like, I can't just eat this. I need to eat this. I need to have this. Whatever I want, I'm going to order it. So that didn't really help save $2,000 for her because that was the original deal. And to just give her, like, pay her, tap tap for my card once I had it. And then there's my mattress. Because that's how I got my first mattress from Sleep Country. It was at Young and Finch, like, but you turn left. Um, so this is Finch and this is Young. So you turn left on Young and you keep going till you pass the Persians and the Persian market and the Korean store, the Chinese store, the Morning Glory store, all the favorites until you get to like this place and it's called Sleep Country. So as soon as I got paid my first salary, well, the first part went to getting food and taking everyone out for dinner, and just like saying like it's something you do, like you have a career, so you have to like treat us. So I treated my whole family, I think. And then the second thing was now my turn. So I needed a bed because I never had like a bed that I could say was a bed. So I wanted something like up there. And I'm like, okay, I'm working full time now. Ow. How do I remember that? I don't know, stupid. People remember good things. How about you choke on something? How about you come show me your ugly face and not put pain on my stomach or whatever this thing is? How about you choke on something? How about that? Yeah. How do you remember that? I remember. God is with me. I've got like gods from every religion. How do you remember that? Punk ass. Better recognize who you're talking to. Oh, sorry. Just talking to my friend here, but wow, we are not good at lying. Okay, so like yeah, going back to normal. And yeah, so my second purchase was, I always wanted a mattress from Sleep Country. They're a respectful company. They don't talk shit. They have quality beds. I literally, on the day, me and my sister, I don't know if Layla was with me, Anush was with me, Yalda was with me. One of them was with me. I think it was Layla, Professor Layla, since she has her master's degree. What? I'm talking about first generation Afghans getting their masters, and we've got a bunch of stupid people born in this country who wasted their time, and all they came up with was, hey, you want to try a cannabis? My God, deport them, please. Deport all stupid people. It doesn't matter born or not born, back to their ancestors and home base, real country. Fuck their passport and birth certificate. Without trying to be, oh my God, we're trying to do a video here. Can we please not like warp into, wow, let's drink our cappuccino here. So I don't know what I was talking about. I lost my train of thought. All I'm saying, it was a beautiful short visit in downtown Alliston. I wish downtown Alliston's library had like a restaurant or like a Fortino's or like a Whole Foods, so I could grab food and actually get filled up and then just chill in the library all day. I mean, if you want to read, that's the best place to be. It's an academic a building. It's an academic building, literally. So I don't know. Like I'm trying to figure out if I do that, then I need to have breakfast here, and then if I get hungry at lunch, I've got the protein bars, but for some reason when I eat them, something weird happens here. So I gotta go back to the smoothies, and I'm going with the avocado and banana, two stuff: avocado, banana, barista oat milk. If I have milk, then okay, lactose-free milk, a little bit, half and half, and then, us flaxseed, chia seeds, just not too much. One banana, one avocado, or one avocado, one apple. You've got to have something that's like that has that texture that's gonna make it like a creamy, like avocado base. When you blend it, it makes it creamy. Banana, it makes it creamy. But avocado is the best option. And it's protein, especially like I made chicken yesterday and it dried up with the seasoning and oil that I had cooked it in originally. And then I got a bite of the chicken without the seasoning, and I hate meat. Like I personally, I'm a meat eater. I come from like Afghan family. We eat meat. We're all going to hell. You know what I mean? Because nobody listens to the prophet. Nobody listens to religion. We just became into this like capitalistic lifestyle where you have to work hard, and if you work hard, you get hungry. If you get hungry, you have to eat. It's the same thing as bacon and sausage. I don't think anybody begins their day, the majority, without having their bacon and sausage and hungry jackman and scrambled eggs and and then for lunch you eat ribs and steak and lamb, same shit, right? So you guys are going to hell too, based on the animal society. But like we did, right? But after being married to a vegetarian for 12 years, like I became very attached, and I became very like cautious of what I'm doing and why I'm doing things, and how come these guys are not Afghan? So why don't they want to be Afghan? Like we're like number one. I don't get it. Like why are you guys trying to be weird? So I didn't understand like why they were eating lentils, why they were going to the doctor, always checking their blood and their B12. I learned what B12 was. I learned about so many vitamins that they take because they're vegetarian. They don't eat egg, they don't eat milk. If they do eat milk, drink milk, they put water. So they put half water, half boiling water, half boiling milk. They don't really drink milk as a whole because they're paranoid it might still be, I don't know, sin, because the milk is from the cow. So these guys are like Sharmas. I mean, their last name was not Sharma, it was Kumar. They weren't Auroras, they weren't like Singhs, they weren't like you know how these people have the caste system and like the high elite, their king and queen, Indian king and queen situation back in the day. Even now, you never know, man, you never know. But what I'm trying to say is they ate very healthy and they ate very respectfully. So if my mother-in-law, like ex mother-in-law, I keep saying my mother-in-law, she's not in my life. All right? I don't see her cooking. I'm the one cooking. So unfortunately, I do not have a mother-in-law. She's ex-mother-in-law. But she used to cook really nice and she used to cook enough for us. There was never any leftovers. And we ate fresh again the next day. So she was like our maid. I told them, hey, I said, your parents are here. I have thoughts of slaughtering them, but hey, they cook, they touch up, they bring me chai. You want chai? I'm like, I've never gotten chai from an old man. uh, do you want something? You know what I mean? Like, do you want to kill me? Is there poison? Is there poison in the chai? Because usually, like Afghan people, like we don't. No old person ever gave me chai, is what I'm saying. I give chai to old people, right? So, like, if they see us, like sitting on our ass and old people are bringing food, like my dad and mom would whoop my ass. Like, if I had to be black, you know what I mean? They would just knock the shit out of me. And they'd be like, send her out of this house. She's not our daughter. And I'm like, why? Why are you gonna make an old person bring you tea? Are you stupid? So they don't even care about having like a counseling conversation or like, can we have this conversation in private, or they just do it in front of everyone. That's how united these bastards are. So, I mean, thank God that never happened to me because I've always made tea. I've served all the elders first. I've always served all the ladies with the white hair and the senior citizen, all the uncles with the gray hair, traumatized that they had to start their career in Canada again, and they all work at 7-Eleven or some random gas station that black people come and rob and we can't do anything. Not their fault. Ghetto. What are you gonna do? It's not my fault. I mean, I even stole from a store, but like that was like one time. Let's not tell everyone. It was one time. Let's just get over it. People steal every day. All right, but this is man, do we have to, like, why are you guys ruining my shopping video? This is supposed to be about the doctor. All right. So pretty much, like literally, she cooked precisely, and she made good food. So I learned the good things from her, and anything that I didn't like, I was like, F you, I don't need to deal with that. But she was kind of like a maid. She's like, I'm home, I'm a maid, like I cook. I'm not quite sure if she knew that a maid cleans the home, so I think she meant to say I'm a chef. I'm a chef, so I cook. That's what I do. And her husband used to always make us like chai, so it's like Indian tea with cardamom, sugar, um, black tetli tea, milk, and water. Uh, I think that's all they put. I don't remember cinnamon in there. So they would boil the water with the tea, then they would put half a cup of milk, depending on if it was for all of us, then maybe more water, more milk, right? And then sugar, coconut sugar, brown sugar, gur, Punjabi gur, like the Indian stuff. And then it turns into Indian chai. And then he would bring it to us like when we came home. They had their own living room, we had our living room because I don't like people touching my stuff. And their living room was like boring and didn't really have anything other than the pictures of their grandkids and us. And then our living room was really nice, like obviously I decorated it, so Yeah. He used to bring me tea and milk, and I was traumatized the first time he did that because I thought my dad might hit me or something. But I'm like, my dad's not here. So what should I do? I took the tea and I said, I'm gonna take the tea because it's rude if I don't take it. But usually, like in my culture, I'm not supposed to, it's very disrespectful for me to take food from you, right? So we're supposed to be cooking for you guys. But I know we just came from work. We're tired. It's not the back home life. So you guys are being like all cool. So it's just a bit awkward. I hope you're not like you're not my servant. Like I don't want you to think that, right? Because I am young. I'm able to make my own tea, and usually I get a cappuccino green matcha with half oat milk and like honey and a little bit of espresso. I don't even know if you know how to do that. So I don't want to put you in that situation. And he's like, okay. I'm like, okay, so you're not like mad, right? He's like, no. Why should I be mad? I'm like, because you're bringing me tea. Aren't you mad? Like, you're old. I'm young. Like, don't you want to like hit me? You want to throw something at me? Like, no. I'm just bringing tea. I'm like, oh my god, this is so different from my family. Like, I don't understand. Like, if this was my dad, if my dad was sitting there and he brought that, my dad would like slap me. And I'm like, what the, like, did I tell him to bring me tea? No. So it's traumatic how different people are. And and then it just became the norm. They always brought us tea. In the morning, they brought us, what is it called? uh, Punjabi cookies, the Indian biscotti, rusk. Ooh, ooh. I'm not even Indian right now. Maybe in about 4 hours. But literally, there's this thing called rusk, and it's like a biscotti, but it's vegetarian. It's I don't know, man. It doesn't have eggs. All these damn products don't have eggs, and you just dip it. It tastes so good, and then you become so dizzy and then you just fall asleep. It's so messed up, man. Not that it's a good thing to sleep after you eat, because today I spoke to a lady whose friend jumped off a cliff. He went to spring break. This is like 20 years ago, 30 years ago. She's in her 40s now. But when they were young, she didn't go, but he went to spring break because you're popular, you have friends, whatever. And this person got high and they got drunk. They jumped off a cliff because they're a pro swimmer, whatever. You know how usually North American people are not stupid, they know how to swim. But little did he know that there was a shark down there. And this was like a lake. I don't know if it was a lake or she said something about. Oh no, that was after, sorry. So he didn't know that these waters that he was jumping in had a shark, and he got eaten by a shark. Like fully. There's nothing left. There's no remains. So I said, at any point was there a sign that said be careful at your own like cost? Is there a waiver sign? Like I've always signed like a death waiver sign for every roller coaster ride that was traumatic. And she's like, no, he was high, and people get high and get drunk in spring break. It's like a vacation. You go to have fun. And I'm like, okay, well, if he was high and drunk, maybe that kind of affects your thinking. So it's like, I know he's stupid. I. So she sounded like she didn't want him to go, but he went anyways, and it's just one of those one person situations. I'm not sure if this has happened to many people, but if it does, I really feel sorry for you guys. Like, thank God I don't know how to swim, because I don't know what kind of shit I'd be doing if I knew how to swim. She knows how to swim. She also was a lifeguard. So why didn't she, like, dear God, why would you not take her onto spring break with him to kind of be that bodyguard? That's my thing. She's like, I'm a lifeguard. So what so why would you not go with your stupid friend just to make sure he doesn't do anything oh sorry, stupid, you know? So I was traumatized and I had to give condolences to her. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, all I could say was, I'm so sorry for what happened to your friend. Like, that is not a way to go. It's one thing when you shoot people and kill people and snipers and all this stuff. It's all out of like rage and revenge and like frustration and stress and not getting your way. But this is just a bunch of idiots at something called spring break, right? So why not enjoy your spring break? Enjoy it. Safe. SAFE. Why you gotta make us so miserable and then we gotta talk shit about you, how stupid you are? So literally, I don't think I want to learn how to swim after this traumatic conversation. I don't know. I've got appointments. I've got the notes on the paper that's telling me like December 2nd, the swimming classes starts in Barrie Community Hockey Center. And I'm welcome to come. It's $100 for the entire 8 sessions. But it's like, I don't know. I might, if I wear a bathing suit, maybe there should be like a police bathing suit. You know, a police hat, a walkie-talkie, and God forbid I'm ever in spring break in my 50s or 60s because I never got to go in my 20s. I really don't care. There are some things that, like, if I missed it, oh well. There was other things that, like, substituted for it, and I never missed out on anything. We just lost, Carl or David. For sure they were Caucasian because the woman, the middle-aged woman was Caucasian. And hell no to the no. Are you gonna find a Paki, Afghan, Indian? Well, maybe Indian because they're so stupid. Um, and I don't know who else who would jump off a cliff. Like, come on. I mean, like the majority stupid. Like it's always you guys. Come on, it's stupid idiots. The guy, the skiing guy, the rich skiing family, the idiot who went skiing, and then I don't know. He cut his skiing precisely. I don't know what happened, and then his head went into half, and then he was in a coma for 20 years. But because he's so rich, look, hear me out. Okay, don't get bitter, Taliban. Okay, Taliban, don't get bitter. This is just about a rich family. So do not compare. Um, but they were a very rich family. They were very wealthy. And she was not going to let her husband go because he was in a coma. She's like, I'm going to wait till he wakes up. So they had him in a coma for like 20, 30 years. I don't know if he's still in a coma or he's alive. But that poor man went into a family vacation trip in the Swiss Alps or wherever, the whole equipment, the headgear. Somehow something happened to him and he went into a coma. Or I don't know if nobody got into him on time, which is hard to believe, but these are the kind of things that don't happen to like people who are smart. Do you know what I mean? You need to have a crew. You can't be so wholesome in this. When you are skiing, you gotta be a professional skier. When you are going spring breaking, you've got to be a professional spring breaker. You do not jump off a cliff about the waters you don't know. On top of all that, you make sure you're not high or drunk because that affects your cognitive and your thinking and your intellect. You are just using your adrenaline and emotions and that hyperness that's pumping into you, and then you're reacting, and lights, camera, action, Mr. Dickhead jumps off the cliff. So this better be the last story I hear from another white woman about how her friend from 47 years ago jumped off a cliff and got eaten by a shark. He's so stupid. I'm like, she did not just call him stupid. Okay. Right? So literally, like, please, you want to jump off a cliff? There's a video game. There's a video game. There's a place, the Rec Room. There's a place called the Rec Room in London, Ontario. They even have it here. You can go on the virtual, man. You put the virtual videos on and you can jump off a cliff 100 times, 200 times, 300 times. Just don't do the real thing. Anyway, so that was one traumatic situation. So let's give condolences to, I don't know, her name is probably Carrie or Mary. Um, she looked really like nice lady type. So let's call her Mary Carey. All right. If we can give condolences to this poor man who jumped in his young years, for God's sakes, off a cliff and got eaten by a shark. and nobody can find his remains or his like boxers. He's gone. The shark ate the boxers. He just went right in. You might as well call it like a shark snake. Can you imagine while cameras are recording the the suffocation, the biting on the flesh, the chopping of the head, the teeth going into your flesh and just chopping and chopping, and the teeth just eating and eating, and you're just getting in pieces and pieces, and then the blood going everywhere, and then the other baby fish is coming. I mean, that would be amazing for a TV show if it was like not real. It was just like a fake shark and a fake person. But in reality, can you imagine a human being, a soul? Can you? I can't. I probably would go crazy, right? Like, I can't see people like chopping meat. So if I can't see a butcher chopping meat without like doing all this, like, like literally, unless I'm like some grandma person, then I'm like all Afghani and shit. But I personally am like, yeah, I need this meat. If you can just get it ready. Okay, bye. Yeah. Number 63. Yeah, 15 minutes. Yeah, fuck off. You know what I mean? Like that's the norm. Or if I just buy it frozen, or that's easier, you just grab and go and you're like, I hate my life. I'm supposed to be vegan. So literally, it was wonderful to go to downtown Alliston. I went into the sleep mattress store. I went into Scotiabank, fixed my card at Scotiabank, the PIN number. I can't tell you what the number is. And obviously, I'm not supposed to, but I just can't tell you. That's my evil laugh. I'm sorry. It's not even an evil laugh. That's my like excited laugh. Okay, as the respiratory nurse or practitioner office, they had like a letter on the wall and it said exciting news, and I kept looking at that. The more I was ranting and about to complain, then my eyes would gear and look at that like paper, and it was all black, and then it was written in this type of Times New Roman font, but in large bold so people could read it from afar, and it said exciting news, exciting news. So I don't know what their exciting news is, but we're supposed to get our car soon. And his sister messaged Aphrodite's, when are you guys getting your car? He's trying to break me by telling me that because Honda's going through some kind of a like, I don't know, work strike, where people are only working 3 days a week, and then they can come into work, but they don't have to. There's no work because there's no parts, right? I don't know why that's happening, but hey, I mean, if you can still go to work, but there's nothing to do, you still get paid because it's not the employee's fault, right? So take books, take things that are related to Honda, take a course in university that relates to, like, I don't know, engineering, mechanical engineering, anything that would make your company uh, save more money, spend wisely, train without difficulty, hiring potential people, and most important, how to give jobs to people who are addicted or have been addicted in the past and trying to get back in the workforce. And there should really be a program for them that if they do drugs, um, we shouldn't really fire them. We should have a program similar to work modification once an employee proves themselves to you, right? Um, as a humanitarian, I think it's when somebody works so hard to try to get back into that normal life from falling into the wagon of what or falling off the wagon. This is like you guys' metaphor. So I think there should really be a program for people coming out of jail, parole, murder, addiction, that if they do drugs or you do find them in the wrong, if you do find them like in the wrong, then it's okay. It's okay to like that they did that because they have a problem. So I don't know, give them a couple of days off or put them into some kind of treatment plan. That employee could become the president of your country, And their story could be like, I came into this company and half the time I was high, but I still did my work. But because I was afraid to tell them, and majority of companies, you're not supposed to be doing drugs or addicted to anything. They won't give you a chance. It's just how it is. They like clean. Things have to be clean, and you can't be high when you're working because you're using tools and stuff depending on where it is, or computer or keyboard. They can't afford people to make mistakes. People make mistakes. So if you have somebody who is like contributing to making mistakes by doing drugs or substance abuse or alcohol abuse, it doesn't really help the company, and it's not really a team player situation, and you can get other people into it. So I understand why they're so strict, and they have all the right. But it's kind of like the whole like Down syndrome and autism, disability, like anxiety is a disability. You can go on work disability if you have anxiety, if you have depression, if there's like a family crisis. We have so many things in HR, where people can take time off so they don't, God forbid, die at work or something happens to them for not listening to their body, mind, and soul. So I don't know. I had recently somebody I knew who got fired, apparently, like let go, because they went back to their addiction. And the reason was because they didn't have, an accommodation, they didn't have family support daily. Um, they didn't have money management and how to save. And most important, they didn't have a place to sleep. How important it is to be able to have a place to sleep, a place to take a shower, people to talk to motivate you, to tell you, know your worth, dress like this, watch out about your pants, be careful when you walk, because there's sometimes not balanced when your cognitive is not all there. So recently, somebody I knew got let go because they did drugs, and then they can smell the alcohol, they can smell the drugs, they can tell by the way you're acting that there's something wrong. And then they test you. And then if they test you on the spot and that thing says positive on substance or drugs or anything, you're out the door. There's no other like protocol, you know what I mean? And it's really sad. So how do we ever get these people to become healthy, normal, and back in the workforce if they self-sabotage themselves and we reward them by letting them go? Well, they're going to be out there in the jungle with the rest of them, people like them, and they're going to continue with that because they're going to say, hey, look what they did. They let you go. They don't really care about you. They care about themselves and their money and their corporation and whatever. They don't care about us. They're not going to babysit us. They're not going to spoon feed us. We have to look out for each other. But they don't know how to look out for each other. They just continue to do drugs, continue to do these things. And it's really sad. This person was a baby. This person was a 1 year old, a 2 year old, a 3 year old, a 4 year old. I heard his mother's voice. She sounded like an angel. I heard another guy's voice from a call on speaker, and he seemed so concerned about why he was asking for money, because I didn't ask for any money from him. And I said, you don't need to give me anything. I'm doing this for like a spiritual thing to help someone, and not to be selfish, because I buy myself things. uh, so like I just want to do this because like Ramadan is coming, and I can't fast again. So I don't even know which month it is, but everyone's gonna be fasting and being a dumbass from 5 a.m. to like 9 p.m. So I won't be a part of that. So I won't be able to pray. I won't be able to go to the mosque and help people. I won't be able to do a lot of things. So to substitute it, and I'm on medication, I'm not allowed to fast because I have to take food with medication. So I said, don't be. I'm already exempted, but hey, if you want to be a goody two shoes, it's okay. Helping people never backfires, but unfortunately, he got thrown from both sides, from work and from me, because I was so afraid. And I said, I thought you quit. You said you went to rehab. What did you do? Like, what did you give me? You know what I mean? Like, it could have been worse. So thank God, thank God, thank you, Jesus. Like, Jesus is also with me. Um, Shout out to my friend Bahar, who used to wear a cross and the Allah necklace in 2004, Seneca College. And then I didn't curse her, but I was like, "Dome ass, we're Muslim, so you only wear the Muslim. Why are you wearing the cross?" And she was like, "What's your problem? I want to wear both." And the reason why she was like that is because their family is very like open-minded, extremely like too much, but they still get along somehow, and they've mixed and matched. Like everybody's married everyone, Italian, Spanish, but they're nice families. They're nice people. They're hardworking. They know how to cook, clean, dress. They know how to be hospitable. They wear hair clips. They know how to sing. They know how to have a family event. They know how to cook for 50 people, like a catering woman. It doesn't matter if they're Filipino, Spanish, Russian, they all married from outside. But their women are so like nice, and their kids were so nice. I've met that entire family, and I've been friends with the original friend's family with through my parents. So literally, like, if we can live here having our family struggles and not do drugs and cannabis and alcohol, why is it the rest of you can't? Like, what are you guys missing in your life? You know what I mean? Go find that thing that you are missing in your life and sit close to that. Buy that. Read that if it's a book. Go there if it's a country. Buy it if it's a sweater. And try to embrace that instead of going to cannabis and alcohol. I'm still like worried about this person. Like, where are they sleeping? Where are they eating? Like, where are they? Are they still struggling? Are they still hustling? Are they still faking it to making it? Like, it's traumatic. And I'm still trying to get my charity thing. Like, if I help someone, like, and I don't fast, it's okay. And regardless, I'm on medication, so it doesn't matter. But I wanted to do this because it's something I've been trying to do for a long time, since I don't work downtown and I don't see like hobos at my door all the time, right? And I come out of work, so there's a bank machine. I mean, what are you gonna do? Say no, right? So I used to give 20s here, 20s there, even in Barrie. Like when I saw people holding signs like "Please give me money for Tim Hortons," I'm like, can you give him the money, please? So I would have cash in the car, in the Mercedes Benz when we sold it. Didn't even ask the idiot how long it would take. And it was always my thing to help poor people or homeless people, especially if they're standing in the cold. And you're about to go get your first. That day I was gonna eat at Firehouse. They make real good subs, or Priest Burger, and then I was gonna go to Marshalls. Then I was getting a new rice cooker or something. So I'm like, I'm gonna be spending all this money on myself. Plus, we're getting our Starbucks, and I'm going to Chapters Indigo to do a serious damage in their accessory store because they have so many nice things. Heather's Picks, like, um, and this guy is standing here by the light for how long just for money for Tim Hortons? What's wrong with this country? So I was like, I don't have time to go through this Afghan lecture, but I got $20 right here. You've got $20. Just give him $40, okay? Just literally, like, this is so sad. So I've helped those people if I have the money on me. Usually I don't carry cash because I have to like know what I'm spending and like where all the money's coming from and going. So like I know what money I spent and what I was supposed to save. And usually we always have like lots of change and cash from buying things from Starbucks, and then it would just be like in the car cup holder. And yeah, so literally, I don't know what else to say, but this homeless situation, unless it's not dealt with, like William, it's gonna come bite us in the back. Like my scooter's missing. He took my scooter. And then he said something along the lines of they took my scooter and they did, and it's like really hard to believe somebody who self harms themselves, uh, foodie style, not with food or good things, but with drugs. So, I mean, I did call the police and I have reported it, and I've sent pictures of my scooter and the individual at the library when we first met there, all of us there. And but I'm really sad for being placed in this situation to do these things. You know, you come with the intention to help someone, and you end up with the intention of not being able to help them and have to kind of pick the pieces to not blame yourself, you know? Anyway, so that's something on my mind. Like people who are addicted and want to get a job, we really should have some kind of a program that protects them. So if they do drugs on work site, then they should be suspended. You know, you're suspended for 24 hours. You're suspended for 2 weeks. Get cleaned up. This is our program. You go there for 2 weeks. The company pays for it. You know, show them that you do care. You just don't want to toss them in the jungle, you know? Because it's not really going to give back to society. It's just going to hurt society more. Even though it's not in our home, the pain is still in our air. So that's something I wanted to throw out there as a fanatic Muslim. But hey, nobody likes fanatic Muslims, right? Apparently, we did 9/11, but they're so stupid. They did 9/11. But hey, it's America, right? You can shoot Kennedy and get away with it, right? And then you're going to try to blame 9/11 on Arabs? Come on. It must have been mental health, right? Anxiety. And then all of a sudden, like these people knew how to fly planes. Come on, man. It's stupid people don't know how to fly planes. People who are high or drunk don't know how to fly planes so precisely to hit two buildings and the buildings go down. I mean, come on, right? It's the corruption was real in the 90s. Till like 2000 and something. I don't even know when, but rest in power and in peace for all those we've lost because of stupid decisions and stupid people who did things in a rush. Other than that, I had a really nice, very short afternoon in beautiful downtown Alston. And I wish I could just go all the time, but the window shopping is easy to do, but it's not, it's just nice to like spend money too, you know? I don't know. I need I need a new face wash. My face wash is finished. My oh my god. I'm gonna go with the window shopping. All right, so looks like I got a package. I'm guessing this is the toilet sign. We have a problem in this house of not flushing the toilet, and then the toilet paper from whatever brand. Usually, all the toilet paper has flowers on it. It's so stupid. I hate flowers. As of right now, like I need to get carpets that don't have flowers on them. So I don't know what to do, but apparently they're supposed to be just abstract carpets with abstract designs. I have anxiety from flowers. Even you. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The only person that's crazy is the one who's still saying that. Then why are you here? If I'm crazy, then why don't you get the F out of my head and go be busy with something so you don't have to hear my conversation? You must have a lot of time in your hand to have to listen about my vlog and blogging. All right? I'm not up in your grill listening to your messages and your talk therapy, if you even have one. Or is somebody else doing it for you and you're just chilling, you're just rolling while somebody else does all the work for you? Petty. Talk to the hand because the face don't give a damn. Wait till I get my long nails. My long nails are gonna go in your eye. Watch how you talk to my head. If you got something nice to say it. If you don't got something nice to say, I don't care where you're from. I'm gonna pray to Allah that you fall down the stairs and break all your legs. All right, so on a positive and peaceful, non-violent note, going back to my sweet self and not letting any type of psychic conversation disturb my peace. What is this? Oh, okay, so I've got more Tamu. Literally, I love Tamu. Tamu is one of my favorite websites on the planet. Literally. This thing was $2.95. Rounded $3. You know, if I went to Yorkdale, this would be like about 70, 80 bucks. I know, you guys have to pay your rent. I know, I know. This is why I don't like paying rent, right? I don't, no. So the first item, I forgot that I got this, but I've always wanted to live in Malibu. Um, and anywhere rich with rich people. Like I didn't want to be around riffraff, low class, poor people, paycheck to paycheck. These petty people. Like it's always gonna be there, different year, same shit, same people. I just didn't want to be part of that. So my dream as an 8-year-old was after watching so many TV shows, especially Fresh Prince. I learned, oh my God, it's Meghan and Prince Harry at the Blue Jays baseball game. You bastard! Is this in Toronto? My God, Spider-Man? All the Hollywood stars are here. This is Fox Television. I don't know if this game was here in Toronto, but how dare you have fun without me? How dare you? How dare you? You're fired. Anyway, so it's so nice to see people having fun, couples actually having fun and enjoying their relationship. If we could all learn, that would be nice. Yeah, really. That would be nice. So look at this picture. Aside from that traumatic comment just before, I was talking about this picture. So it's the beach. Like literally, you walk on the beach alone or with your dog or with your husband, and your feet touch the water, and then you touch the sand again, and you go back in the water, and then somebody, like, I guess I don't know if these rocks are like LED or they glow in the dark. They put a heart and they put all these rocks, and somebody painted this after they took a photograph of it. Because every community, every area, depending on their budget and who the people are, make their community. You can, doesn't matter where you live, you can either make it peachy and really worthwhile living in the area, or you could all be a bunch of psycho neighbors dying inside and not doing anything to make the world a Tinkerbell place. You know? Not exactly what I wanted to say, but yes, it would be nice to have a community that looked like this. You know, it would be nice if we had a beach that was walking distance. Moving to Sable Beach would be a good idea. To British Columbia was the original idea. Okay? Yeah. British Columbia. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, thank you. So this is a gift from British Columbia. Okay, my one of my coworkers from Scotiabank. And yeah, so look at that. Is that not nice? So she found out I like Tamu, and she said, you know what? I was gonna buy you stuff from Williams Sonoma because I know you like expensive things and quality things, right? So pay a few bucks more and get the good stuff. But since you have this obsession with Tamu, and Tamu is the #1 website, I don't care. Amazon to me is like #2. Like I spent so much money on Amazon for the stuff that, okay, a lot of the stuff was quality, but like literally, there's no way you can find this painting for $2.95. Come on, like look at the colors, right? And then look at the back, and then it's got the little hook. I just need broski to put the whatever thing that is on the wall, and this is gonna go on the wall. And I have a beach. I could always look at this. I'm gonna put this right here. Yeah, there's not a holder. Okay, we'll put it right here. It's so I want to paint like this. That's why I'm trying to go to the dollar store to get those canvases. We have $26. Just having an addiction to paint. All right, we can do that. We have my, oh, we don't have my scooter. Thanks a lot, Tayshawn. Or they. I don't have a scooter. I no longer have a transportation, Mr. Prince Harry. It's time to get, I don't know, even. Steal their needles, steal their drugs. What the hell is this? Oh God. Does this go in the washroom or in the kitchen? I mean, technically it can go anywhere, but since it has this water absorption. Oh God. Absorb. Okay. So this is a video. This is like a gamer. So I'm guessing I'm gonna put this in the washroom because it's a mat, or in the kitchen. I think it goes in the washroom. So I'm gonna put this in the washroom. And I've always wanted an Xbox or a PlayStation, but because of life, I never got one because I didn't have time to play video games. So unfortunately, I just didn't have the time. I was a working lady, I was a working teenager, I was a working like young adolescent, I was a working mid 20s, mid 30s. That it just never happened until like Treetop when we finally got Nintendo Super Mario, the new one, but it was so hard to play and so annoying. And I don't know. I just wanted. I saw a game today on one of the pages. It was a guy on a canoe, and his job was to like canoe in the water, and to get to his destination with the falls and the stones. I like more like natural, like water and outdoor and physical, like motorcycle racing. I don't know if you guys saw my pictures on Instagram when I went to London, Ontario. Me, Broski, and I don't know what to call Yalda, but Yalda, and we went to the rec room. I had so much fun. You have no idea. So video games are life. Yeah, I'm looking for the canoe game. It's called the canoe. Ooh, what is this? If I can get stuff like this every day, it would be amazing. I should be the face of Tamu. Tamu Tamu should I'm gonna do a review. You know what? I'm gonna do a review because I've bought so much stuff from their page. I'm literally gonna do a review, and hopefully I can be the face of Tamu. I'm gonna tag them on Instagram, literally, and say watch my YouTube videos. Not that all of them are about Tamu. They're kind of like mix and match shopping, but if it's in these gray bags, usually it's from Tamu. I haven't ordered from Amazon for like years. What's going on here? I don't want to rip this thing, but it's got like tape. Let's not damage the product now. Or my nails. Oh my god. You know what would be good? To use a knife. Or why can't they just put an elastic? There we go, there we go. Let's not ruin the product. Oh my god. I love affirmations ever since Treetop taught me to slow down, stop saying I hate things, and just ask yourself why you hate it, and maybe you'll find out that you don't really hate something or someone, right? And of course, I learned this in school. I learned this at chapters. I learned this while growing up. But then I forgot when I got all drugged up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So this is called Team Rules. I'm guessing this is for my office, or if I work in a work environment, this is something I would put there. But this really should apply for every room, for your bedroom, for the washroom, for your family room, entertainment room, multi-purpose room, sleeping room, closet, lobby, laundry room, washroom, cooler room, storage, pantry. Like these things should apply literally for everything, right? Meaning, like if you have a pantry, keep it clean, neat, and tidy. Believe in yourself and get it done. If you have a room, make a difference, follow through, make your bed. You know, only champions make their bed and their blanket and fold it like a hotel. Show kindness, respect others, ask questions, be honest, do your best, be creative, be patient. You know, be patient. My mother told me that if you continue to get mad and have a temper and yell and scream and have a short temper, God forbid, if you don't learn to have patience and learn to like incorporate that in your daily life, you're going to ruin your life one day. So I need you to stay close by me. So, and this was probably about arguments about something with my sisters or me, that I can't lose my cool with them, right? I'm older than them, and I can't show them that I lost my cool, because then they'll take advantage of me. Because then they'll think like, look, we got her, we affected her, you know, like whatever we said, we ruined her mood, we pissed her off. You don't want them to do that. Kids are stupid, right? Young people are very stupid. Adults are not, right? So she's speaking in a like very vague term. She's hoping that adults are all the same, with the belief and hope that they're all like talking and saying and acting like her during that conversation, but that's not true. So, you know. So yeah, so and think positive. Positive is popular. Be open to change. I don't know about that one. It depends if it takes an arm or a leg. And remember that together we achieve more. Yeah, together we achieve more if we are on the same team and on the same page, and we're not competing in a soccer team to win, right? Like if you want to win, this together we achieve more is out the window. If you're playing for fun and trying to learn from the sport or activity, then yes, together when you're done, if anyone comes out alive, we achieve more. So I've got a colorful tree here, kind of highlighting all the notes that are here, because even these are in color. And I don't know, it's like a squirrel, a scroll. You know, like back in the day where the old English people and their funky costumes that they used to wear. Oh man. I needed like a winter hat and a neck heater, like not neck heater, but something to wear on my neck, preferably like British style, you know, with pleats and fashion and fawns and all that. But at the same time, practical and keeps me warm. Because we're trying to get rid of this thyroid and acid reflux rubbish, right? There's got to be a smart way, right? Not the dumb ass, dumb ass. He does his mouth like this. He's so weird and embarrassing. If you were my friend Carlitos, I would ask you to stand 6 feet away from me just in case. Your outfit, your clothes. He's wearing children's clothes that don't even fit him. Like he's a comedian that I would be. He, oh, oh, it's supposed to look like that. Oh, I thought it was damaged. Oh god, there's more. Oh my god. So it looks like I ordered for the washroom a new a new washroom set. This reminds me of my nephews. Not nephews, but I think of them as my nephews because they're so adorable. And we all grew up together. And the pure and honesty we had, like if I saw them now, it would be like as if it was yesterday. Because we were so close. Not like seeing daily each other, but that bond that you have. Oh, now they're all married. One of them has a child. This the idiot has a child. He was so annoying. but still love them so much because it's different when you grow up people at a young age. You just trust them more that they won't hurt you. Look at this. Another, I'm guessing this is the mat by the sink. This goes by the sink. So my washroom for November is a video game. You know what would be nice if I actually got to have an Xbox or Palladium or whatever all, but of course now there's a new stuff, right? There's a new, what the hell is that? I hope my earrings came and my bracelet. What the hell is this? And finito. So sad. More of these? Now what? We wouldn't be. Please tear off the protective film. How? I'll start from here. It's not coming off. Why would you not put it behind here? Why would you put it in front? You idiots. I don't want to take off like... Oh God. This is really embarrassing. Anyways, I can't seem to take this thing off, so I'm not sure what to do, but it says we wouldn't be the team that we are without you. So thank you. So this is something nice to have if you work in a people work environment. Because there's no way you can all do it alone. You need each other to like pull up the whole day and do big things and be there for each other and be professional and get through the hard days, the days that are more unusual or busy than usual. Sometimes we don't get a chance to eat lunch when things go down. And having that like, alert on snacks or something to just put in your mouth to be able to get through the day. Another motivational inspiration. It's so obvious that this is for the office. Ooh, look, it even had that so it doesn't wrinkle. In this office, I have one that says, God says you are unique, special, lovely, precious, strong, and chosen. And this was for the office because I need to get a job and I need a career. And stop saying they won't let me or they won't let you. Next time, do not report to idiots, people. I am not running away. No. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. In this office, teamwork, positive, strong, respect, and friendship. We are a team. Isn't that nice? I mean, we always gotta use flowers. Flowers are like the thing that goes on a vase. Does anything else go in a vase other than flowers? I mean, other than the hydrangeas, I don't really recognize any of the other flowers. Hydrangeas, peonies, Japanese orchid, and then I don't know, this other type of sweet pink flower. So yeah, this is definitely going in the office. And yeah, so that's what's going on. Oh gosh, this is kind of private. I don't know who this is for, but you're not gonna catch me dead wearing this. Definitely not in the mood for this. Oh, it's a pajama. Okay, I thought it was a little bit more scandalous. So I have a new pajama. I mean, Christmas is not here, but it's red and it's tacky. You know what I mean? And long stay. So this is my pajama. I prefer cotton or linen or fabric that's like a onesie, because to be warm and not to get that cold draft. But this is like satin. This is like satin, silk. Satin, I would go with satin. I don't think it's silk, but it's definitely satin, large. I'm a medium. But hey, the looser the better, right? Just in case I gain weight. And then this is the top. So I'm gonna be ending up wearing some kind of a cardigan over this, but it's really really nice. So I have two pajamas. One is like surfboarding and like very gnarly and like very vacation and very like the beach vibes. And then I have one that's very elegant with like roses and petals and like green leaves. And then I have one that's got cats on it and it's blue. So I only have three pairs of pajamas and I hardly wear them except for last night. And that was it. It's not something I do every day. Watch me sleep with these clothes tonight. You know what I mean? That's my life. We are wow, we've been talking for 95 minutes. Oh my god, my throat. Now I was supposed to ooh, is this part of oh, okay, and it also comes with booty shorts. Look at that. My god. And it's got these cute like pleats, fashionista type of pleats, Scottish pleats. Look at that. My garden is definitely gonna get air if I'm wearing this every night. All right, so I was also supposed to do a vlog about book review, so I don't know whether to do it together or like I don't know whether to do it together or just do a quick one, like a 12-minute, 15-minute one, and then put like a nice header. Um, the time I met J.K. Rowling from the books Harry Potter, but then really it's just my book review. I just want more people to like search me up and watch my videos. I don't know. So let's see. I'm gonna just do it here because hey, just in case I close off and I don't do it. I need to pee, man. I need to pee. So the library once again was doing their free books, and they have like a section nicely outside. I hope like during the rain the books are not there, but they have a whole section like where they put books very tidy on the shelf. I hope they get a new one that like it opens and closes like the ones I've seen on Instagram. And they put like books that they no longer need on the shelf because they've received new material, and it's free. You can just take it. So I went to the library. I don't know what I had to do something. I had to renew 4 books, so I renewed those and I brought it back. And then I ended up sitting in the library. My eyes just keep going in the library. So I ended up walking in and just sitting in my favorite spot. One of my favorite spots. The whole place is my favorite spot. I love the library here in Alliston. I love the staff. The lady with the curly hair, the girl that works there, she's got a learning disability like me too. I think she does. She seems a little bit like, not there. There, but like, like me. Um, there's nothing wrong with me. My God. Like, everyone has a learning disability. There's nothing wrong with me. Let's make that clear, you guys. Okay, so jumping into my book, I signed out this book. It's called A Discovery Channel Book Club Selection. The Dance of Time, The Origins of the Calendar by Michael Judge. You notice how his last name is Judge? You Caucasians are very smart, you smarty pants. That's why smarty pants is not a Farsi word. It's not an Arabic word. Not that we don't have it either. It's just probably a different word. But I'm just saying, I know what y'all are up to, okay? I love myself, okay? All right? I am going to be successful by myself. But of course, I will graciously take your help until I reach the peak of the mountain and see the sunset that God made, the sunset. and then climb back down to my home, to my parking lot, to my garage, and my Range Rover and MDX or Acura or Honda Pilot or Accord or Mercedes Benz MDG or Lamborghini. I don't care. Bicycle, my scooter. Give me back my scooter, Tishan. You know, it's sentimental. It's not even about $300. Anyway, so we're gonna do a book review. This is a new book that I have rented. I did not rent it. I signed it out from the library. Can we speak properly? So yeah, so it's called the Dance of Time. So I'm sure this has to do with me not doing my morning dances for 15 minutes. And I'm sure you all know why that's not happening. So that's between you guys. And once you figure that out, you get back to me and I'll start twerking online again before. All right, so that's the second one. Not that I already don't here and there, but it's not on YouTube. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, here we go. Here's another one. This one is called Why Time Flies, a mostly scientific investigation by Alan Burdick. Hi, Mr. Burdick. How's your dick today? Oh my God. Toba. Finalist National Book Award. It's a good thing that we don't judge people by their name, but we judge them by their intellect. This is what we call talk therapy, the successful way. Okay? As an avid reader, I was obsessed with books, but oh no, now I'm obsessed with my mouth and all the talk therapy I do for free, and I don't get paid for it. And revenge is sweet. In that regard, for every day that I've been losing $100 for not working, oh, you just watch. All right, so on another note, the next book is I renewed this again, but I haven't gotten the chance to read it or finish it. It's called The Best Vacation Ever. I got this literally 4 months ago. We did go on a vacation. We went to London, Ontario. That was a weekend getaway, but that was it. The most important book in the house, The Man Who Says We Are Not Desperate, and my dear first love. Okay, I am not either, but I am spunky, aren't I? I am quite the naughty one. No, that is not true. We will fit in very well. There is no training required, other than the posture. Posture is very important. So, the love of my life, I love this author. His name is Philip Ead, who wrote about a gentleman called young Prince Philip. So they both have the same name. And his turbulent early life. I definitely need to read this first and Prince Harry. But since Prince Harry is having such a good time, and I'm so happy for you. Thank God you're not like Matthew. At least, Matthew doesn't even like Afghan girls. So thank you for embarrassing me in Paris in front of everyone's head inside. But at least Prince Harry has not rejected me yet. But don't worry, you have the most beautiful wife, and you were stuck with her forever. Told you. I am devastated. How could this be? We shall work day and night. I don't know who that was. Honestly, that's another role I saw in a movie, man. It's a movie. And this is Miss I don't know. This lady is hilarious. I don't know what's going on Facebook, but y'all need to take it easy with the AI and the lady. And she's rapping. She thinks she's black. She's just jamming with the boys and this and that. It's so funny. It's so realistic. And it's like seeing her being able to like not live life, but like teach everybody a lesson and trying to piss people off as much as possible. I just want to know their reaction. Continue. Can you put me and Philip together? All right. So the next one is my favorite, Newmarket. Shout out to Newmarket. Shout out to Newmarket for being there during trying times. Shout out to Newmarket for giving me a place to stay and me finding my getting my first like rental home with three roommates, Faith and Stephanie. Now Stephanie was a bit odd. Um, couldn't really communicate with her, but she was a very nice girl. I just didn't get her, you know. Faith, she was native Indian but traumatized, came from a broken home, also, you know, trying to build her life again. So, and then me, hot mess number one. I don't want to say that, but given the situation, I would include myself in that category. All three of us lived together as roommates, and literally, I lived on Davis and Young, and New Upper Canada Mall, 5 minutes away from me. And I used to do everything in this area: Starbucks, going shopping at Yorkdale, Upper Canada Mall, um, Starbucks. I was there all the time with my laptop, applying for jobs, opening tabs, yoga, vegan, Pilates, my favorite gurus, poetry, quotes to kind of get through the day, to come up with plans for the next week, what I'm going to do, what I'm not going to do, what do I need, etc., etc. So, Newmarket, I was there for a good bit. And yeah, it's too bad I didn't have a scooter. It's too bad there wasn't a guy there. It's too bad, like, you know, I didn't make any friends in that area. I did not get a chance to really meet anyone else other than the individuals I spent time at home. But it's a very, very nice place. And if anybody would like to visit them, this town, this city, it's not even a town, it's a huge city. Some good places to go is Upper Canada Mall. They've got lots of that. Just that intersection has four plazas right across each other, um, and you can find anything you need that's like pretty much in every other area. And yeah, and then it leads you into Young and Richmond Hill and the Persian Town area, and it's just a really nice city, but it's very busy. The traffic there, the cars, it's very, very busy. They've got the Viva, they've got the bus system, they've got all of that going on. So don't expect it to be like the countryside. It's more of a city life. So yeah, Newmarket, the heart of York Region, an illustrated history by Robert Terence Carter. Can you imagine people didn't have cars and they all had carriages? No wonder like people were so healthy. I'm hoping they were healthy, but apparently the cars we have, you know, pollute the air unless it's a Tesla. And then I also rented this book. It's called Life Force. Anybody that doesn't know this guy, you guys are like living under a rock. He's all over YouTube. He's the motivational guy who motivates people. So now Tony Robbins, Peter Diamandis, MD, and Robert Harari, MD, PhD. Life Force: How New Breakthroughs in Precision Medicine Can Transform the Quality of Your Life and Those You Love. So he's not only talking in conferences, in YouTube, but he's writing books. I mean, look at how people use their time. We're all given 24 hours. Some of us are just stupid, and some of us are not. You know, I'm not saying I'm stupid. Oh, God forbid. Oh, no. I'm just saying, some of us are dealing with things in life that keep us from excelling. and you're just wasting my time. All right, so I got this book. It's called Stokes, Field Guide to the Birds of North America. So literally, I love cockadoodle birds, those birds that talk and repeat what you say. After watching a movie where somebody came in and it was a mansion and they like robbed the place or something like that, but they couldn't because the bird got their names, got the information and everything they were talking about because it was quiet and listening. And then when they were done, and he wasn't in a cage. It was, this bird was like spoiled, so he had like hangers all over to like just hang on. And literally, this bird like knew all the information that these burglars said. Um, and after they were done, the bird started talking. And he's like, "Who's saying that?" They found out that the bird knew their names, what they had done, where they're going to take all this stuff, um, like everything. And they're like, "We need to get that bird because you're not supposed to tell that information to anyone." And it was so funny. And I'm like, wow, people are so stupid. We are so stupid. So what do we have here? We've got mountain bluebird. We've got Townsend solitaire, cave swallow, barn swallow, white-eyed Verero. Ooh, that's so cute. And the thick-billed Verero, brown shrike. Where do you come up with these names? The magnificent hummingbird with the long beak, and mourning dove, white-winged dove. Ooh, there's a bird I'm familiar with. Um, Tafted puffin. No, not that one. I don't know what this one is. No, that's not the one. I thought it was like an American eagle bird, but it wasn't. There's so many kinds of birds. Oh my God. God is great. God is great. Like, it's amazing. And somebody's job and project was to go around the world and finally get a picture of as much animal birds that there are, and got all their pictures and actually wrote a book about them. Like, literally, it says adult under all the pictures, but oh my God, like, it's crazy. Look at how many kinds of swans there are. I thought there was one kind of swan. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 kinds of swans. So I don't know, man. It's God is great. We are stupid. God is great. That's all I gotta say. And those are the ones like that are signed out. So I'm putting it on this side. These are also signed out. So technically we could put it on that side, but it'll topple over. Okay, whatever. For now, we'll just put it there. The next one is this is I guess a free book because it doesn't have a barcode. So, In a Strange Land, a pictorial record of the Chinese in Canada during the 1788 and 1923 era. Wow, look at this Chinese family. And there's the matriarch mother. Does that look familiar, everyone? Kind of like the queen and her family. Don't we all like to look? Don't we all like to learn good things from good people? You idiots. Oh wait, this is free. Sorry, this goes here. And then, okay, so for all those traumatized about how I was not able to garden this summer, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to garden. That's all I can say. So I did try to plant. I spent hours and hours invested in the backyard. We even mowed the lawn twice. We sat there, we wasted that time, we talked to the window, we said hi to the people that also live here. We watered it. We tried to like get into the gardening so we could get free vegetables going in this house. But I don't know. I don't think leaving the water on that long was a good idea. I don't know. So nothing grew properly, and my turnips, shalgam, the horseradish, cilantro, parsley, whatever it was, nothing grew. So I did get a book though, um, plants and animals. There's an Indian man. I watched this video on YouTube. He's a gardener in India. So in his backyard, Uncle G, literally, he's like, this is how you garden. This is what you do. He bought the soil. He took the soil. He showed his garden. He took every seed literally, and he showed what he did. He said you need this much amount of sun every day, this much amount of shade, this much amount of water, and you have to rake it like every day. It's good to kind of just monitor and play around with the plants to make sure they're getting the nurture that they need. And then I forgot about that person, so I don't know. So here's the book, and Plants and Animals of the Pacific Northwest, an illustrated guide to the natural history of Western Oregon, Washington, and British Columbia by Eugene Kozaloff. So, literally, this book has information about all kinds of grass plants, like not flowers, you know what I mean? We're so used to seeing pretty things be put in vases, but there's people's homes you go to that there are no flowers allowed in the house. They have like a rule: no flowers on furniture, in my house, in my food that I ingest, any type of ingredient that's a flower. They're just like fanatic about it. They're more plant people. They like plant cactuses, weird plants like these two here and that one, you know. So literally, yeah, so there you go. And we've got a sunflower, and then we've got two house mouse, oh gosh, and raccoons, and looks really boring to be honest, but there's a book about plants. Now this book, the layout of this book and the information and the way they wrote it out was better than this one. No offense. Like, and it's got a CD. There's a CD in here. And guess who it's written by? Our dear senior citizen couple. One is bald with sideburns on the side of his head, and the other one is blonde with dirty blonde. So, a very nice couple, Donald and Lillian Stokes, are wildly recognized as America's foremost authorities on birds and nature. They have written more than 30 books, which have cumulatively sold more than 4.5 million copies, including the best selling Stokes Field Guide to Birds. E- um, and then just talks about all the books, blah, 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 blah. The Stokes live with their two corgis on Bobolink Farm, their 48-acre property in New Hampshire, where their gardens have attracted more than 190 species of birds. So, like, these people, like, long life and happy birthday. Long life and happy birthday, because this is what responsibility, the definition of responsibility is. They found each other, they had their purpose. Perhaps they were like highly healthy individuals to even begin with, to find each other, right? You find who you are. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. That's why it was important for me to excel, excel, and excel, and end up with someone better than me who excelled, excelled, excelled. You know, but of course, why would I be a Stokes? You know what I mean? Why? But literally, these two have written 30 books about all the birds in the world. I wouldn't be surprised, like, if they're not like award-winning people by some random government or establishment. You know, like, this is a contribution to the world. Many people now can universally use this book if they have a project, if they are a bird lover, if they're just bored, or if they just like want to know about what God is and its creation, and is this real, like all these birds live on this planet, but none of us have seen any of them except the random that we see all the time, you know the gooses. Oh gosh, the gooses. And then there's these blackbirds that always come in my backyard. All right, so, and then there was some DVDs. This one is called Collaborative Problem Solving by Dr. Ross Green DVD live. This is free, so we'll put it here. And then Staying Motivated. I don't have a CD player, but okay. Your Motivation Generator, Erase Your Negatives, Dynamic Guided Mental Processes from the Science of Happiness. Another CD. I don't have a laptop, so if anybody wants to give me a laptop, you're having a yard sale, it's in mint condition, please let me know. I will walk over. And then, of course, the famous William Shakespeare. Yeah, William Shakespeare. Shakespeare. You're welcome. Yeah, yeah. Habibi. You're not Habibi, you're welcome, but like to the brethren with the milkshake shop. Shakespeare from the dead. You're welcome. Okay, in your damn Dutch language. But hey, I come with peace. I'm just a nice girl in the dark. In the dark. Trying to make sure the jinn doesn't come and hurt me because I married a Hindu. Oh, what have I done? All right, so the next book is called Princeton Review, Math Smart, Essential Math for These Numeric Times by Marcia Lerner. Now, whoever took this book or used it, they damaged it a bit. So I'm guessing that's another reason why it was free. But can you guys not do that? Like, it's really important. Like, when you take books out of a library, let's respect that and take care of that, right? Because our library is very small. You guys don't have like libraries like Aurora, Richmond Hill, Bayview Village. Bayview Village is small too, but unless they expanded, we have a small library, so let's take care of it, okay? Please. This one is called The Blue Helmet by William Bell. So I don't know if I'm going to be riding a scooter from now on. I need to have a helmet on. Why? Okay. Manifest your goals. Virtual goal technique, success analysis. Dynamic guided mental processes from the sciences of happiness. Wow. DVD in mint condition. The Secret Sense Intuition by Janet and Jonathan Kramer. Scienceofhappiness.com. They even have a website. CD intact? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Oops. And the next one is The Optimistical Tale of Jack and Sheila. I have no idea what this is. I don't know if this is music, but this is like from 2004. And then I have another one called It's Never Too Late by Dolly Parton. I think she's a country rock. But look at how nice this case is compared to the rest. These are CDs from the 90s. This is the new stuff. It's plastic. It's very nice. It's Never Too Late. CD1, CD2, CD3, CD4, CD5. Wow, I wonder what this is about. Make the next act of your life the best act of your life. Look at that smile. Why don't I have friends like this? You know what I mean? Like, why? I probably would have a laptop the next day. Oh, I have a laptop. Here you go. Okay, Neil Postman. Amusing ourselves to death. Public discourse in the age of show business. Ooh, ouch. This reminds me when I go on my phone too much. and the stupid folders. Oh, the friendly stars, how to locate and identify them. The solar system, the cosmic mind-boggling book, Cosmic Love. Don't y'all wish I could put that eyeshadow on? Don't ya? Go put it on yourself. Selected poetry and oh gosh, selected poetry. So how come this is like the Indian Emperor? Ooh, the Indian Emperor wrote a poem, a song. Is it long or is it short? We all know how long Indian movies are. 5-6 hours. I mean, we must have so much time to watch Indian movies. No, I'm not in the mood for no poetry. C.S. Lewis Miracles and something about Gulliver's Travels, John Swift. A very depressing picture, I must say. And the last book is called The Penguin Classics, The Vinland Sagas, The Norse Discovery of America. So something about America, and that is it. They didn't have bookmarks, so I couldn't really what do you call it? I couldn't really. Is that my Chloe perfume? Oh. Okay. I'm surprised I still have that. Okay, and that's my book, like shopping product review from Tamu, and my book from the library that I picked out, that I mentioned here, these two sections, and then these are all the free ones that I got, which I'm hoping to make time to read. And yeah, so that's about it. So I'm not sure what to say. For all of you who joined the live video, thank you so much. Don't forget to like my video and press that subscribe button and share this video, and hopefully you learned, gained, and I made your day. Okay, till next time. Or thank you for the 6 positive thumbs up, that's so sweet. And don't forget to keep following my account and liking my page, sharing your comments and your love and what you liked, and hopefully you guys become library fanatics. And I should make a video. There was something else I was supposed to make a video about the events that are happening in Alliston, but I would need to use my phone. So I'm gonna do a separate video because we're already at like 130 minutes rounding here, and I'll just name that separately something else, like separately, you know, I don't know, events happening in my town, like something like that. Till next time, thank you for watching my videos. The dark girl in the dark. Peace, and shout out to the best human being on the planet, the dark man in the dark, traumatized, for no shade to ever happen to nice people. And pretty much we only have one person to thank, and it's that person. So till next time, the truth sucks. The truth is real. There you go. Okay? Bye. You are all nothing but leeches. Get it? Leeches? I'm not saying you guys are leeches. Get it? You guys are leeches. Laughter is important, people.